Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Raised by Wolves. It's a TV show on HBO Max starring a bunch of people I've never heard of or seen in anything else. And I guess, according to the interwebs, one of the guys that was on Vikings, which I've also never seen. So, yeah. And as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with, the furry. It's called Raised by Wolves. Surprisingly few wolves. But for real though, this show does have some creature things, but it really doesn't get started very creaturey in the beginning. So it might take a while to get into that. But what I like about this show is that the name Raised by Wolves is such an accurate name for this show, because what it is, it's about these two robots who have been programmed to be, have human-ish traits, but they still very much talk like this, where they're clearly not regular humans. And their task, as it is to raise these children. And so what's really interesting is that all the things that you think would happen if, wolves somehow started raising a human child or multiple human children, it does kind of those things. So, if you think of, Princess Mononoke or, the Jungle Book or something, or where, any instance where you would be like, well, let's just go with the premise that children might be raised by wolves. What would happen if other humans came to try and rescue these humans? Well, they're being raised by wolves, so the wolves would protect them. And so it's really fun, in my opinion, to see each of these episodes and how these robots are reacting and acting as, they clearly aren't real wolves. They aren't even pretending to be wolves. But in terms of how they are protecting their young, if you will, I think Raised by Wolves is a very accurate title for this. It has a budget for the CGI that is used, and I liked the sound effects and kind of the technology level that they showed, and they didn't try and smack you over the face with this is how the thing works. But I wasn't at all confused as to well, how does that technology function, or what is that, or that doesn't match. It all meshed in the universe that they were making, and so I really liked that. However, here's where we get to the bad, is the first 6 episodes, I'd say about 6 episodes, are just fantastic. And it's a 10-episode series. So the first 6 episodes are what I've been describing, is how Raised by Wolves. But later episodes, it has such promise, and it's so engaging, and it's so awesome. And then it loses its way, and then the last, episode and a half, it's just and this direction that we're going, we're just gonna go this way and make everything not make sense. Why? Why would you do that? I was enjoying this show so much, and then I'm not even interested in season 2 anymore. All the way up until, especially the last, episode or so, I was you know what? It was really amazing, and then it's gone down a little hill a little bit, but I'm still interested in seeing season 2. And then the last episode or so happened, and I'm you know what? I'm done. I don't even want to see that. I almost wish I hadn't seen this show because of how great the first half or so of the season was, to how bad the end. So, yeah, my recommendation is, unless you're really intrigued by this, and even if you are, just skip it unless you're a super fan. And even then, only watch the first 6 episodes and just pretend like it continued to be good. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about this show. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.